When people talk about refereeing controversies in Scotland, they usually mean penalties or red cards. But the situation involving referee Stephen Brown was different. This wasn't about a football decision. This was about sectarianism. The very issue Scottish football claims it is determined to eliminate. The controversy erupted when historic social media activity linked to Brown surfaced online. Screenshots were widely circulated showing posts and online engagement that many supporters interpreted as sectarian in tone. Among the content highlighted were interactions relating to Celtic FC and, more specifically, then Celtic manager Neil Lennon. That is where this escalated. Neil Lennon is not just a former manager, he is one of the most high-profile figures to have experienced sectarian abuse in Scottish football. During his time as a player and manager, he received threats, faced hostile chanting, and was the subject of well-documented abuse linked to his Northern Irish Catholic background. So when posts attributed to a professional referee were reported to include engagement with social media content mocking or derogatory toward Lennon, Celtic supporters reacted strongly. From the Celtic point of view, this was not minor. It wasn't banter. It wasn't tribal rivalry. It raised a serious question. How can supporters feel confident about neutrality if an official has publicly interacted with content perceived as hostile toward a key figure associated with their club's identity? The Scottish Football Association faced immediate pressure. Scottish football had long promoted anti-sectarian campaigns, equality messaging and respect initiatives, yet here was a situation where a referee's past online conduct appeared, in the eyes of many fans, to sit uneasily alongside those commitments. As scrutiny intensified, Stephen Brown stepped away from officiating duties. He subsequently resigned from refereeing. That resignation effectively ended his career as a match official. It is important to state clearly, there was no public finding of criminal wrongdoing. However, the reputational impact was significant enough that his position became untenable. For many Celtic supporters, the resignation confirmed how serious the matter had become. But it also triggered deeper concerns. How robust are background checks for officials? Are social media histories examined before appointments at professional level? And why did it appear that supporters uncovered this before governing bodies addressed it? From a Celtic perspective, this was never about seeking special treatment. It was about consistency with the standards Scottish football says it upholds. Celtic is a club founded to serve an Irish immigrant Catholic community in Glasgow. That history is not abstract, it is central to the club's identity. When a referee is linked to content perceived as sectarian toward figures representing that identity, trust inevitably suffers. And trust is everything in officiating. Because once neutrality is questioned, even if intent is debated, confidence in the competition is weakened. Looking back, the Stephen Brown controversy became symbolic of a wider issue in Scottish football, not just about one referee, but about cultural awareness, vetting standards, and whether anti-sectarian commitments are applied consistently at every level of the game. For Celtic supporters, the message was clear. Respect cannot be selective, standards cannot be optional, and fairness must apply long before the whistle blows.